Howdy. We are here yet again with more La-Mulana. Yeah, hey everyone. Welcome to the stream. Move to right. We are going to boost the music here again. We are 3 guardians deep in the ruins. That's about as far as we've gotten. Yeah. Gonna be running this from 11 to 2 today, I believe. But also, you might be interested in that little thing Kathleen and the play group are doing in around an hour. I think they'll be streaming, possibly, a little podcast thing about their By Law and Order D&D campaign. I'm interested in that one too. I wouldn't fault you for checking that out too. Why are all of the achievements proccing right now? What channel? I think there was a tweet about it. Yeah, if you go back like about 20 messages just in the chat here, you'll see I think at D&D Beyond. It'll be, yeah, D&D Beyond. Yeah. Oh yeah, Notre Dame Cathedral is on fire, by the way. That's from construction. I guess they were doing restorative work or something on it. This is like breaking this hour kind of news. But yeah, sorry. Jesus is getting a little hot and bothered over in Notre Dame. Not very good at restoration, are they? Yeah. No smoke fire. Yeah. Exactly, no smoke fire. And I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. I believe we just got a notification. There we are. Neo Spoon subscribed for 6 months. That is half of a year. Thank you. Let's check on Mulberg. We've seen that already. And now that happens. Okay. Yawn. Mulberg slept well. Oh, are you the one who woke me? I see, then I'll lead you a hand. Mulberg will help you, but still terribly sleepy. For now, here's some useful information. Wedged is another name for the god Horus. Horus is the god that the 5th children worshipped. It is an eye that supposedly sees everything from on high. See, Mulberg knows pretty much anything. Sorry, sleepy. Going to sleep for a while. See you later. I specifically want something else from her. Mulberg finally starting to wake up. Mulberg is the daughter of an excellent tailor and one of the race of the 4 philosophers. Father worked for the philosophers, so naturally Mulberg served them as well. Mulberg was chosen to be your helper because of her excellence. So if you run into any problems, come see me. Mulberg cannot move to preserve eternal life. An enemy that sucks life? Does it happen to have a dog-like head? That's probably Anubis. It seems he's a god of the dead. If you had what's known as the Book of the Dead, then it wouldn't be able to suck your life. But Mulberg doesn't know where that is. Oh, what Mulberg have in Mulberg's hand right now is the Book of the Dead. So here, you can have it. I think that's the one thing you have to do when talking to Mulbrook. So now that we have that, actually, no, we are in the right place. Yeah, Notre Dame being set on fire, accidentally set on fire, is a reminder that even when we try to preserve things, sometimes it doesn't work out. Nothing going there. And notice how we're now immune to those Anubissites draining attack. It said you need this to travel to the afterlife. It can seal the powers of Anubis, the god of death. Now, that's one enemy that is not going to bother us much anymore. Look, the thing is nearly 900 years old. This is not the first time it's been on fire. Exactly. But even so, like, we didn't always want to preserve it. Uncanny Jim Jams, 14 months. Thank you for your support. Magic. Where do we want to go? Here. I want some good money. While we're here, right? Yeah, there's a lot of old buildings out there, and you can only really preserve things for so long. That's something that you see a lot in like science fiction and whatnot, like apocalyptic stuff. It's not necessarily science fiction, I guess. Where like the world has been destroyed for, we're actually full of money now, for 1,000 years, and there are dilapidated buildings around, and sometimes you can walk into some of them, but usually you can't. It would not take 1,000 years for those buildings to crumble. I'm sorry, dude. But Notre Dame is not gonna stick around for you to run through in 1,000 years. Are you saying Nier is not realistic? Funny that you pinpointed the one in particular that I was thinking of. Yes. I mean, I like Nier well enough anyway, but I don't have any ideas in my head that anything that has been built now is going to stick around for that long. It was 50-50 in Nier or Planet of the Apes reference. I think that really depends on what generation you're from. I think I'm right around the middle of the switch over. People maybe 5 years younger than me probably don't think of making references to Planet of the Apes. Okay, so now that we're immune to Anubis, kind of, let's go fight him. Why not, right? Ow. Rude. This is not going well. Okay. This is the worst fight I've done with this guy. I think it's death if that hits me. Okay. I'd rather not get dog fart on me. Thank you. Like, I kept mentioning, oh yeah, I'm here to kill God. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, right? I only briefly saw Anubis last time, the first time we were down here. I don't think I even tried to attack him. He's immune at that point in time. Like, there are just enemies that will be immune to your attacks until you unlock your true potential. Ow. I only got a hit in. Here to kill God Dog. God is doing some sick backflips. Gotta pick the right one. The one that can do the most backflips. That's the God for you, right? At least that's the God for me. There we are. Sorry I killed a dog, everyone. Sorry. Okay, Serpent Staff. That is something I've had my eye on for a little bit here. Well, LB, found the sleeping one. The stories were true. What a surprise. And you say it was a young live girl? Lucky you. I feel ages younger already. But to think, such a girl was found alive. Just maybe there's some truth to the legend about the four philosophers that are waiting for the strong one. That's basically just saying, yeah, you're gonna meet the four philosophers. Oh, we're full of money. Maybe I should buy a gun. May as well, right? I'll buy one of those. But that's not the shop I'm looking for. Here we are. Shh, it's secret. Being half man makes it only half God. I can see that. Does that mean that Aslan is full God and Jesus is like not? Or is it the other way around? I mean, either way they're Jesus, right? Casual arms dealing, yeah. Pretty much. I want that and that, okay. Let's see if we can do this. Actually, I think I have to use it first. Oh, ow. Let's try that again. Yeah, rude. This is not the most dangerous fight, but geez. Slow down, geez. Where do you have to go? Okay. This is not a blind playthrough, Dr. Frankenstein. We're not going to play the most efficiently because I'm here to show the game off and have fun, but, you know. Feather! It's me. You took the treasure from the village's shrine, didn't you? Thief! That was an offering by the villagers. Oh well, the feather has a strange power. Press jump button while you're jumping. It will let you jump twice. You'll be able to jump further and higher than before, and even if you fall from a high place, you might be able to get by with a mini jump. You're going to have to pay for your thievery someday, though. Just as he said. Double jump. Shayip, 8 months. Thank you for your support. Over. Now that we have the double jump, we can do like so many other. I don't really have a number for you, but many other puzzles that we were just walking by before. Anything by here? Weights. Severals of puzzles, yes. Severals of puzzles. I'm actually going the wrong way here. I just immediately think go down. Here we are. Another? Oh, wrong button. My secret. It's me. Isn't it strange how I know how your adventures are going? I can see through everything. Sure. Okay, dude. Ah, wizards. There isn't any fall damage, but now that we have the double jump, it allows us to not faceplant immediately. Which way was it going here? Oh, wizards. Oh, not that way. And I want to put on my scanner. Now we have 2 usable items. Woo! Moo is the nameless one, the one who rises in the sky. Hello, Mr. SVCD. How you doing today? Ow. Ah. Even though we have double jump, it's still kind of difficult to get around some places. That is a Luhegi. 15 months of support. Thank you. Just there. Okay. Rude. Okay. This puzzle we can do now. That one I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. Oh no, wait, I can't do this. I think technically I could have done it, but it's also a lot more finicky. So I want one over. This is the non-finicky solution, I guess. Now we have a platform there. And this is very simple and not the way you think you'd use blocks. Just cover the laser. That's a puzzle I had to look up first time I did it. I am good, SVCD. Another start of a beautiful day in Victoria. It's been raining a lot lately, and I like that. I like the rain personally, so. Oh. Future Development Company. Look on the dark side, what? Okay. Nigoro's 7th Flash game. A game focused on problem solving while developing an area. I would like to have that. I don't think we need that. We need more. I want the map. I want reader. I want mailer. That's a lot. Oh, I'd have to take off everything else to get both of them on. Okay, that can wait. And I think we just barely went through this door last time. So let's see what's over here. Now that we have double jump. Ow. There's a lot of rude boys over here. So now that we have the grapple claw and the feather. Almost got crushed. Ugh. Now that we have both of those, we basically have all of the movement upgrades that we need to get anywhere we want, for the most part. I'm not sure if you really get anything for... You must get something for defeating that, but that's not what we're here for. Skanda, a large clay doll, the one who holds the golden key which soars through the skies. Keep that in mind too. So, what do you think we should do on this screen? Kind of a lot of everything happening. Where do I want to go here? I would not have thought to do that myself, but having watched an LP of the game beforehand, it was like, oh yeah, obviously they're gonna have something like that. Earth sphere. I don't know what makes it earthy, but a spear made from a special metal. It can pierce through the ground, and spear-shaped light shoots down. It's your downward attack. You don't get very many of those, but for the most part, you don't usually need to attack downward. There's something here that you might notice. You just... Obviously, you should do that. Obviously. So many things in this game that are just like... so obvious, right? If you notice there, there was something blocking that door, and then there wasn't. And that's because we defeated a particular boss. That's another thing I can't read. Okay. Oh no, wait. Sorry. That one specifically was dumb. That one specifically was the bronze shield unlocking the door. And then we have to unlock the second part of it, which is a specific boss. What do we have? We have the feather. No. Okay, we're not that far back. How far am I? I am 3 bosses in so far. And right now, kind of just exploring, getting more treasure. here. Oh yeah, there's also that one thing I just flat up passed up there. I think I should get that this time. So up, over. We'll do this block puzzle again. Getting crushed to death. I don't recommend it, personally. It's probably the most likely way you'll die by surprise in this game. Like, usually when you're falling onto spikes, they won't kill you outright, or you'll know they're there. But getting crushed like that? Okay. You are going to be a problem. There we are. Didn't even need the grapple claw. This is a bonus extra thing you don't need to complete the game, but why not get it, right? A gauntlet, even though it looks like a bracer. Armor that is said to have belonged to the god of weapons. Increases melee attack speed when equipped. Already have that one. Ow. Considering the description of that item, why would you not get it? Why would you not just do that very simple puzzle? The blocks have reset here, but we technically wouldn't get anything for solving it again. So I'm not going to. Come on. There we are. One thing about that ice block we just pushed down, there is an Eye of Judgment in this room, or Eye of Retribution. If you attack that ice block, you'll get hit. Which is dumb, like why? What about that specific block of ice is retribution necessary for? Okay, back here. Rude. We are not as healthy this time. Coming here. So, did anyone catch the Punch a Chunk challenge that Surge and James did? Since you saw me last on here. I was catching parts of it at home. It was really close. Yeah, it was. It was down to like 2 blocks. I was surprised. Okay, healed. Nice. I loved how dumb that was as an idea. I need to equip the scanner. We've read that one already. I did know I want to punch a chunk. Every couple months, I get the Minecraft bug again. And it's so weird because, like, every time I'll revisit Minecraft, and it'll be for a couple weeks. And then I'll be done with it again. It's very much a cycle, and I've gone through that cycle multiple times now. Okay, push that over. And something I can't read. The tablets that we can't read because of the software not being able to read it, it doesn't have that language, have a little triangle at the base. You don't notice it until you notice the pattern. There's actually nothing else for us to do down here right now, but there might be other areas here. Like up here. Come on, there we are. Maybe if I defeat this. Rude, rude, rude. Bad start. Very bad start. Oh my god. Okay. Why is Scarmony flying around here? Ooh. We're actually in a different game. Sorry. I lied to you. Such a rude. Having this shield though, that's the good stuff. I got one hit in there. That's dumb. This fight's kind of dumb. Sorry, but this is kind of dumb. I got one hit in again. Come on. Well, okay. Quite go as I planned. We're only halfway dead. As long as you're not full way dead, we'll be fine. Oh, you're gonna be like that. Okay. Let's move on from the screen. Try something else. Clearly, I'm not strong enough for that yet. Okay. That could have been bad. This is kind of a noticeable dead end. Game's totally your jam, but you don't want to spoil yourself with a full playthrough. That's fair. So you can read these symbols, right? This is a very obtuse puzzle. And you kind of have to solve it to beat the game. We need to spell a particular name, which means nothing. I would point to specific tablets in the ruins that point to that. I think we read at the one giving the answer last time. Think about a name that we've heard that only has 2 letters in it. You probably won't remember it. I'm just going to say it's moo. Moo means nothing, and nothing is what we're trying to spell here. So we have to hit and destroy 2 of these blocks to open this chest, but only a specific 2. Not those two. Okay. Can we reset? No. Oh well. Actually, I think that is kind of everything in that area we can do right now, other than defeat that one annoying enemy. I should heal first, actually. We're gonna try the Inferno Cavern again. There might be something else that changed there. Alright, of course this game would have the mythology of the continent of Mu. Briefly, I guess? I mean, it's as brief as the totem poles in the background here. Like, it's featured but not reflected on, you could say. Keep sipping away on my coffee. It'd be really nice to get all the other power orbs and have a full bar of health. Is the sequel any good? I've not played it yet. I want to play it. It's just one of those things where you just never get around to it for some reason. I've been playing too much Civ 6, I guess. I believe there was something here I could buy before. And now I can just double jump up. Money burning a hole in your pocket, time to spend. That's Space Capster 2. It's a game where you collect treasures, I think. So, we're filling up our thing here. Capstar.exe. Nagoro's fourth Flash game. Twist, turn, and spin as you navigate your ship through a planet. Okay. And email. Nigoro. It's me. I'm bored. So I'm playing my favorite Nigoro game. Don't you got some Nigoro games on your laptop too? If you have one I don't have, let me try it. Nigoro's the developer of La-Mulana. From what little of the sequel I've heard, specifically in chat, apparently it's a bit easier. Like less dumb with its puzzles. Oh, okay. There we are. There's a seal there. Oh. Yes, yes, thank you. 2 weapons. What? Oh, there we are. Okay. Now. How much ammo do I have? Not much. Okay. Let's see what I can do. This looks a lot more difficult than it is. You just kind of have to time it that way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. This screen looks like hell, but actually is very simple. There's not really anything here you have to do. The 4 philosophers have turned to stone. I assume that's philosophers. They continue to protect the rune. You don't have to do anything with these blocks to push them. Point it to the right, and right it shall go. Point it to the left, and left it shall go. Ere just once, and it shall never reach thy hands. There's also hidden door. This place was created by the Giants as a place for launching the tower with hot water. But the tower failed to fly, and this land was abandoned as a result. Thus this land does not suffer divine retribution. In case you haven't noticed, there are no divine retribution eyes. Now, there's something here. I don't think I have the ammo for it right now. So I'm gonna go buy some ammo. Should have done this before, really. Okay. I also want more ammo for a couple other fights coming up. You said all sold out there, but we're just max ammo, so. We'll have to use some of it up. It's kind of interesting, at points in the game, the mini-bosses are almost harder. I'm mentioning that because we're coming up to a mini-boss that I found to be hard in an annoying way, not in a difficult way. There we are. Okay. That didn't work out. Okay. Time for the next try. Do we have ammo for the gun? We do not. That would go through all of our money. And I'm trying to show the game off. Using the gun is a way to just kind of cheese stuff. It's kind of the win button. I might use the gun for a fight if we're really, really, really stuck and it's just unfun to watch. But I haven't even tried this fight yet, so. There we go. Hello, TXC2. Okay. Rather not get hit, but here we are. You're getting hit a lot, okay. Might have to try again. Come on. Yeah, hitboxes here can be kind of silly. Okay. Now I'm going to cheese something. We've saved. I mean, that's just kind of a smart thing to do with low health. Now, are hitboxes even real? I mean, in real life, they're called the personal space circle. Did you ever do that in like elementary school, where your class would be given a bunch of hula hoops, and you're supposed to not go any closer to someone inside their hula hoop that they're holding? And it's supposed to be like a lesson on personal space and boundaries. It's one of those lessons that was so unique compared to everything else we were doing that it stuck out in my mind, even now. Think you did in Cub Scouts? Yeah, I can see it being done there. Okay. No meanie there. Explode. Explode. That worked out for us. Okay. Down to 6. Great. Okay. We read a tablet like 2 rooms over that mentioned something about going left and right. This is a harrowing challenge we're gonna do here. Up. Okay, we did it. If you fail the one, but you activated the little weight thing at the top, like if you accidentally fell down from this point, you could try the other side and maybe get it. But it is very tight timing. So we have the chain whip. Chain whip is just a better whip. A whip made with chains deals greater damage than the regular whip. Also, I like the sound of it. And I mean, TX, you're saying kinky, but the leather whip was more kinky, I think. Ooh, La-Mulana, W. Livy, 64 months. That's a nice amount of bits. 1 bit per month, you make the whole thing happen. Okay. I am most comfortable using the whip as a weapon. It's just my standard go-to. So having a more powerful one, it's good to have. This demo is way too long. Okay, dude. Yeah, whips and chains is kinky. Combined into a single thing is just more pain. Don't kink shame? I don't know. What else can we do? What's the next thing? A boss, I think, is the next thing we have to do. Okay. We have ammo. There's a boss I haven't tried yet. Let's show you the Spring in the Skies boss. Hopefully I can do this without it taking too many tries. This is one boss that, it's not like Amphisbaena. Amphisbaena is a try it once kind of thing. Ooh, nice. Pink Fairy. Pink Fairy heals. This boss is a try it multiple times kind of thing. I really want to get up to that boss room before too long. The longer I have this fairy on me, the better. During the boss. You have a chain whip? Why do you have a chain whip? Anti-crepuscular. Okay. So. Probably didn't think that the boss would be like this. I did not dodge that right. Okay. Mode 7, yep. Okay. Dodging, dodging. Might be better to have Even though we just got the chain whip, the axe might be better here. Because it does have more height to it. And more damage per hit. Let's see, we're already a quarter dead. Yeah, you like how you steer the boat by walking? That is one saving grace in this fight, is that you will never fall off the boat. I've done boss fights in other games where you're trying to stay on a boat and it's just hell because it doesn't automatically keep you there. I think probably the biggest challenge for this boss is actually doing damage to it when you can. Because otherwise you're just trying to avoid its attacks. And really it's just a battle of attrition at that point. Like, how long can you hold out? We've been in this turn for a long time now. Okay. There, I did a hit. Maybe something will change. Although he also did a hit. This is Bahamut, by the way. Back to a turn. I think we're not going to win this one because we have like one hit left before we're dead. Oh, no. Now it's one hit. Oh, turn in the different direction. Okay. One thing La-Mulana, the game, throws at you is a lot of different genres. If you want to beat this game, I hope you're good at this as well as puzzle platforming. So, let's try that again. Maybe without getting hit. I think the main problem for me there was taking way too many hits at the beginning before doing any damage. Pink Fairy. Okay. Didn't actually do much in the boss fight last time. I literally do not remember seeing her leave. I may have been distracted by something. Okay. Go drink the rest of that coffee before it goes cold. Oh yeah, quick reminder to any viewers out there. Don't forget your cup of tea you left on the table. It might be getting a bit cold. Might be hearing what Kathleen's doing. So I'll just close that. You want nice crisp sound. Only so many distractions. Ah, that was a lot of hits there. Oh shit, thanks for the heads up, Matt. Yeah. Even when I have tea directly in front of me and I'm just like blogging my life away at home at night, winding down. And it's literally in front of me. I'm that dumbass that just forgets about it. As long as we get damage in, we're making progress. That's it, I didn't make damage there. Okay. Now, the axe is actually probably the best weapon for this because I'm not getting a lot of hits in. I'm getting a few. Do not get hit by power balls. It's just my tip of the day. Could be worse, could be a room temperature smoothie. That sounds like a mistake. I hope none of you are getting motion sick from this. Oh. We were farther along than I thought we were. I've defeated Bahamut. Guess where we're going? The surface. You probably didn't think that the area is connected like that. It's me. 2 new models of the laptop you're using arrived at the village. There is one left in inventory at the store. I already bought the other one. If you don't hurry, I'll buy the other one too as a backup machine. Goodbye, Bahamut. Yeah. Bahamut is a dragon in D&D. Bahamut is a dragon in a lot of different stuff. Like the Final Fantasy series, just full of Bahamuts. For a long time, as a kid, that's all I knew Bahamut as. And our boat is right here, and that's actually quite useful because we had the bat trap. Here, but right above it. Come on. There we are. Okay. Right above it is a hidden chest with a sacred orb. Bahamut is a lot of things. Yeah. Tiamat as well. Yeah. Turns out people just like dragons. Let's go buy that computer. Probably not in this shop, but we'll check. Not in that shop. Bahamut is an IRC server software. I believe it. I mean, Cura is a software site that I've seen Ian using. Mobile Super X2. Good. That is specifically good because now we have double the RAM, double the power. And we'll just put them all on. Yeah, I think the that podcast on D&D Beyond is just starting now. If anyone is interested in Not Simolo Plateau. By Law and Order. All them folks are talking about that. Now that we have that software and we have it installed, we can now Grail teleport to the back side. The only place that we've been so far is the Twin Labyrinth and found the Grail tablet for, but I think the origin of Bahamut is a sea monster depicted as a big fish or whale, Arabic in origin. That sounds about right. I mean, like, Leviathan was a big whale, I think, right? Most sea monsters were whales way back when. And a lot of it had to do with just people not knowing much deeper than that. Like bats were birds, if you go back far enough, in terms of what people thought they were. People thought bats were birds. They are not. But I support people's decision to believe what they want. The behemoth was a rhino. I could see that connection. I never actually thought about that connection before. I think the next area we should go to is the Gate of Illusion, just because we haven't been there and done very much yet. We've done a little bit, but not a ton. I also want to get the Grail tablet for the backside. And in order to do that, we have to get there. Okay. More mail. I love mail. If you find an item you're not quite sure about, bring it to me. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you. Okay. Will do. Wait, why do we have Mirai? You mean like the software? It's a Nigoro game. They like putting references to their own work in La-Mulana anyway. There is a particular game that I did not realize they were also the developers for, and I had seen around, and it's a Flash game. I'll mention it when we actually get that one, but still nothing there. Okay, never did actually go here. Behold the Temple of Moonlight. It is the sanctuary of lovely women. Mirai is Japanese for future? Okay. Good to know. Another email? I think I love emails. It's me. Emails are getting to be a hassle. The Holy Grail is great for warping through the normal world, but you probably want to start warping in the alternate world as well. As I recall, the wavelength sent out from a certain piece of game software reacts with the Holy Grail. If you load that software, you should be able to warp into the alternate world as well. This is implying, I think Mirai or Mikiri? I think Mirai. I think Mirai is the one you need to warp to the backside. In the original, you could only equip 2 pieces of software at a time, and they had like 200 in that game. And you had to equip 2 specific ones to be able to travel that way. So you also had to manually change them out whenever you wanted to teleport to a front side instead. I mean, the game was supposed to be annoyingly difficult, so... It is telling that I've replayed La-Mulana a couple times. I have not replayed the original La-Mulana. So here we are here. Let's get back up. I'd like to get the Grail tablet for this place. The Temple of Illusion actually has several tasks for the player to do to proceed in the game. Like, you kind of have to keep visiting this place to get further. Okay. Up here? No. Really just like that ladder to come down. Still have to warp. Travel is now a bit safer with the whip. Now, I think we read a tablet earlier saying we have to take an E at some point. The Penitent Man, yeah. I would never have solved that myself. Also, neat trick there. You warp and then you walk through the wall immediately. Otherwise, you're not going to get to where you want to go. Which is a place with water that runs backwards. Over to this guy. A favor to ask of the one who disturbs my slumber. There's something I need for you to do for me. If you don't want to, get out of my face. Let's continue. So anyways, the fairies hid the treasures I had fraudulently collected. What? What's wrong with fraud? I heart fraud. It seems like the fairies made some sort of giant face swallow the treasures. And what better way to make one spit things out than pepper? So now we have pepper. How about it? You bring the treasures back to me and I'll pay you 500 G. Nice, I got pepper in my nose. If I can't get my beloved treasures back, I can't rest peacefully, and it's killing me. So go on and look for it. Don't come back until you find it. So what do you think we should do with the pepper? It's me. Some treasures aren't really helpful till you actually put them to use. You can select items through the item menu, just like you choose weapons. Go ahead, try it. Once you've set that up, press the item button and see what happens. There are even some treasures that aren't activated till you hold them in your hands. Have fun trying different things out. Who among us hasn't done a little fraud, Boilerbot? Obviously. Depends on what you mean by fraud. Okay. We want to warp. We just got here, but we want to warp out. This is another very obtuse puzzle. There are a ton of them in the Temple of Illusion. A ton of them. We actually want to go back to the beginning. Because where else have we seen giant stone statues? Well, giant stone faces. Pepper. The perfect spice for meat dishes. Use it with the item button to sprinkle some pepper. That's so dumb. Treasure! Treasure collected through shady means. There's some drool from the face statue on it. So, number one, the face statues are alive. Number two, they drool? That's weird. Now to go back. there are many instances in games where suddenly something just gets a tiny bit of, like, some sort of essence of life. Like, oh, that thing drools. What does that imply? I've killed so many of them. There's one I pushed over on a thing before. Was I manhandling something that was alive? It's just that classic video game question of, ooh, was I doing something I shouldn't have been doing to that statue? Don't remember where I heard this, maybe Ian, that Japanese games are made to take time since it's the only game people play for months and not for the lack of other games. I think I've heard that before as well. I'm not sure if it is from Ian specifically, but it's a budget thing, right? Like you only have in your budget for your household enough money for one game. So you buy one game, and hopefully it has everything you need. Pretty sure that was from Ian explaining all the minigames in Yakuza series. Yes, that is where I heard it from too. I don't often get to watch his streams, but somehow we both caught the same one. Ah, my beloved treasures. Gross, it's covered in slimy spit. How dare you get my treasures all sticky? You don't deserve anything more than this piece of junk. An anchor. Get out of my face. So, an anchor. Wrought from rare stone. Sink swiftly into the murky depths just by holding it. So now we sink like a stone in water. I didn't even try to do this before, but you need that anchor to lower in this water that runs backwards. Somehow it's imperative that you get that. The fool who relies only on what his eyes do see shall wander the labyrinth for eternity. Hello, Mangled Pixel. We did kill a giant fish, Bahamut. We didn't get to eat it. It kind of incinerated itself upon death. It did spit us out on a waterfall, though. So that's something. So we did that block. That disappeared. Want to become small? Thou art small already. I shall bestow upon thee this mini doll. With this, prove that thou art indeed small. So, another usable item. We're getting all of them all of a sudden. A doll used to prove that you are a little man, just a small baby. Equip this to indicate your dwarf status. So, we have to indicate that we're small. Where better to do that than next to some giants? You are a small one. Just a small baby. And that's that bubble. Now we have to teleport back. We never got the map here. I'm gonna quickly get the map here. Somehow we never got the map here. That's dumb. I'm gonna do that just for completionist's sake. Abuto, Ji, Ribu, and Sakit all hoped there would come day when the mother would live in this land. It's related to their internal strife. Ooh, now we can jump over here. Nazca lines, a series of ancient geoglyphs located in the Nazca Desert of Peru. This mural resembles one of those geoglyphs, said to be an alien. The sun shone brightly the day Lido fell in battle. A gaping hole in his chest, he entered the eternal slumber. Bit late for reading these, but you know. So that chest we need to open. Makes you think of the gold saucer. What specifically makes you think of that here? We disarmed the trap here, so there's that. I also think there might be another thing here. More treasure for us. While we're here, we may as well get it. An example of minigames in bigger games? Yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant the Bahamut fight, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of seems like the motorcycle fight. Finally, we have the map. Okay. Now, we want to go back to the Temple of Moonlight and then the Gate of Illusion. Helps to have a map, yeah. Not early game necessarily, just because you're going to be wandering around enough that you get a feel for how the place works. Although it is a good way to see places that you haven't been. Like, how many screens over are there from this one doorway I can't open? I remember one of the long-standing challenges for me in video games that I never really defeated was the... what was it? Like the shooting gallery kind of mini game in the Golden Saucer in 7, the one where you're on the roller coaster. I never really got, well, I never got the parasol. And I never really bothered to try much anyway. I just went to the chocobo racing and the... what was it? The battle arena, yeah. Well, I've already proven that, and it doesn't really show you anything except a faint outline. You can warp there now. Similar to the colossal Olmec head at the La Venta ruins in Mexico. That's a smiling face in the background. We want to get by that. I'm not going to waste all my weights on this right now. If you press down on that one there that I just walked by, you'll fall through the floor. Pressing on that one there opens that door, which leads to dead end. You actually want to press down on the skeleton. Then you warp around. Where am I? Down there? Down this way. I'm out of weights. Time to buy some weights. Go back there. Is that specific challenge needs 5 weights? 6 weights? Maybe? People notice how much weight you lost by not being on the screen? What was that in relation to? So dumb, we have to keep going back to the same place. 2016. Ooh. Let's warp back up. It'd be interesting to go back to some of the oldest quotes in the quotebot thing, just to see, like, is there any way to recollect what was going on back then? This is a completely different time era, feels like anyway. We are at one thing's current status 1. It's very much a Cameron quote. Oh, Rebellious Uno has a quote. Quote number 1? How do you get the first quote? Is it supposed to quote, like, L or R people, right? Or that's what the majority of the quotes are anyway. So I'm surprised to hear that Rebellious Uno got the first quote. Oh. Quote 5,723. We have several of them. There are lots of quotes in that bot. There's a loading real life segment where they had to guess if it was a real quote or something made by a machine learning algorithm. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that too. You want that to come back? They'll probably do it at some point. The problem is, it can be a bit silly in what it makes up. You have to beat that first one to get the rest in order to solve that puzzle. We didn't see what it did though, so we'll have to run around more. Oh, I guess we're up to, because that was a very recent quote. I love money. Yeah. I guess we're up to just a little under 6,000. Good deal of quotes there. No, nothing changed there. Okay. You're like 20 away from 6,000. Okay, you could probably put all of them into a book, like just buying them in a book. I wouldn't, but you probably could. And it would be a full book. So that ladder, I guess, was the thing that we unlocked there. Which allows us into the upper half of this area. And it's really all I wanted for a while now. I think that's about the end of the teleporter maze section of the game. To the living, it is not too late. Give up and turn back. The illusions will continue. Ditto. Ditto. You added a bunch from Chunk Punch? Oh, how many did you add for that? That's not much help. Okay, okay. Rude, okay. Yeah, I wonder how many quotes came in from the Chunk Punch itself. That's very fun. And to watch is very fun too. It was weirdly captivating. I just did that puzzle there because we've been in this area long enough, and there's no indication from any tablets or anything that that puzzle's there, so it's not even a spoiler. I felt like unraveling a chunk of the sewer system is going to cause problems down the line. I wonder what game he was playing. Nothing there. Like literally that day, I was leaving the office from doing some video editing, and it was on in the friend zone area here on one of the TVs, and me and Graham and Kathleen, all three of us were just wrapped with the chunk punch. Like, I was ready to leave. I had my hat on and my coat on and my bag with me. I was standing there in front of that screen for half an hour. Did not mean to do that. Ugh. Bones moving helper. So we could get a marshmallow. Weights. More expensive weights. Jeez. That's Lonely House moving. Let's move. I don't think we can get that software anywhere else, so I'll buy it. Move.exe. Negoro's third Flash game. An action game in which you must avoid dropping packages. Put it on. It's surprisingly suspenseful for 6 hours of breaking blocks in Minecraft. It wasn't suspenseful. The Chunk-a-Punch challenge was just captivating for some reason. Like, I did not feel suspense watching it. I just was stopped in my tracks. Like, I'm literally ready to go home, and I'm standing there for half an hour watching this thing go on. It's meditative, yeah. Software these days is amazing. Among the existing software, some of them show off special functions when loaded at the same time. Some software combinations might emit a wavelength that triggers something in the runes, boosting your powers or strength. Kind of amazing, huh? Maybe that fairy will heal me. Nice. Subtoddler Mennonite, 42. That's 36 months. Yeah, that's around a toddler. Thank you for your support. Yeah, stop. Now notice we're getting healed. I think it says on a tablet somewhere that you kind of have to be sitting still for it to work. Otherwise the fairy can't keep up with you. So I'll just heal up for a moment here. It had drama, it had suspense, it had chickens. Yeah, that's Minecraft, pretty much. I like how one of them named... I don't know what brought on naming the chicken Egbert, other than the fact that it was Homestuck's 10-year anniversary. It's interesting being one of 2 people in the office that have read the whole thing, because I guess you can't reference it, really, but there's so many references to make. It was a chat suggestion, I can see that, yeah. Because I don't think Paul or James or Serge have read Homestuck. So there's fairy symbols on the wall here. There's nothing we can do without a specific fairy there to help us. I commend thee for reaching this place, wise one. Now free thyself of doubt and illusion. Here's a puzzle that I got stuck on for a long time. You have to push this. And then push this. I was like, what do you do to activate the ladder here? I think that was it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. I think you have to do that to activate that ladder. You should read that tablet, actually. I don't remember what you have to do to get rid of that laser. Oh, you don't have to. It also opened up this hole in the ground here. Behold the gate of illusion. The path shall open for the wise. Now we can teleport here. Thank you. Now we don't have to do a circumspect. Don't have to go around the long way. Oh, and that door opened. That door opened. If you notice the symbol on top there, that is a symbol for the gates region. It would not open if we had not defeated Ep3. This is technically a new screen because I never actually went over to it when we first went through this area. That would have been a trap and there was nothing over here for us otherwise. It's just right here. Shi Yu, the demon who attained the power of eternity by absorbing the life force of innocent maidens. Woe unto those that fall into the sacrificial abyss. We'll keep that in mind. What is with this? No matter how many times I try, the treasure box won't open. Now it will, now that we've activated the, or disarmed the trap, rather. Yagyu map secret. Or street. I always read it secret for some reason. Yagyu Street. An advanced version of the Yagyu map software featuring greater detail in the map. I like this. I enjoy it. I want it. Take off Capstar, whatever. Notice those both lit up. That means they had a synthesis there of some sort. They work together better now. And now we have symbols on the map. So now we know where the entrances and exits are, where the Grail tablet is. There's this diamond thing there. That means something, I guess. And doors. The door to the back side seems to be the square one there. I don't remember what the other two doors were, though. What would have been there? But notice how we're just kind of falling into a lot of different technology. Pretty much all at once here. If you have the money for it, you kind of just fall into a lot of technology. Don't go up this ladder. It's not where you want to go. Well, something happened. It's one way to get through. And you notice that ghost just kind of fell down the hole. Teleport there. Something we can't read. A snake, but not anymore. Down this way. Keep falling. Now we can get out. And now we've closed the hole. I believe no more ghosts will fall down that way. Except that one. Make me look like a liar, I guess. He who reads this stone tablet, art thou a wise man or a fool? We must hope that thou possess the wisdom of a wise man. I'm gonna say, having that thing fall over like that closes the hole in terms of mechanics. I don't know why that ghost fell, but notice no other ones are coming. So, there's that at least. Since we're here, let's go through here. It's a new area in the Tower of Ruin. We have no map still. Let's fix that. Puzzles. Now we can actually access this area over here. I'm just kind of hidden walls, really. This area in particular, out of all of them, seems to just have a lot of puzzles, which is just hitting stuff. And this screen has an Eye of Retribution. So you would think, oh, I better not hit stuff randomly. Go for it, my dude, really. Map. So there's a lot going on this map. 2 backside doors, a grail tablet we're making our way over towards. Seems to be fairly spread out. I actually don't know what the pink squares mean. Are they hidden areas? Let's keep going anyway. Can't read that. Come back for it later. Rude. Rude. If you can't read it, you should study. It's me. I called the developers of the Glyph Reader. In order to translate the older writing, you gotta have the reader scan both a new bit of writing and an old bit of writing that say the same thing. It'll compare the 2 versions of script, and the software's dictionary will learn. But reading once just ain't enough. You'll need to have the reader scan at least 4 scriptures that say the same thing in both the new and old text. Sam Wonk, 33 months. That's a nice duality there. Thank you for your support. Okay. We haven't found any of those dual tablets yet. We will eventually, I'm sure. Money. Free ammo. Only 1. Oh, and Selfredo just subscribed. That's a new subscriber, I believe. Thank you for your support. The one that created Nuwa. Ones that try to imitate the powers of the Great Mother. The power to create life. The power that created us. Those wishes were not granted. So Nuwa is a failed mother. That didn't create life, I guess. Up like this. That's not what I want to do. Okay, don't do that. That was not a puzzle to hit. You get a lot of ammo for spears here. Behold the Tower of Ruin. The remains of dreams destroyed, wishes not granted. And we have Palutena, but like 8 of her? 7? Anyway, they're harmless, so. The glowing red crucifix is a beacon that connects the seen and the unseen. The front and the back is what they mean there. So if you've ever seen that symbol of a little crucifix thing, kind of looks like a blossoming flower. That's the theoretical connection of the front and the back here. Another puzzle solved. Okay. We're supposed to solve a puzzle instead of hit that one. I restock supplies. Don't have any marshmallows. Flares. Good to know. That's snapshots. It analyzes images. I will buy. Fully loaded. Good to have. Torude. Snapshots. Analyzes murals displayed within the screen. It can scan hidden text from murals in the room you are in. We'll need this. Good to have. We're also poor now. We only have 31 gold. If we go down here, we're back to this boy. Let's try breaking that name again. So it wasn't middle and bottom. But the floor didn't open up when we hit middle, so I think it's middle. Top? Middle top. An Ankh Jewel. Now we have one. We can challenge another boss. If we unlock the boss, anyway. I'm not sure if we have any that are available to fight right now. We still need to discover more boss rooms. Okay. Getting through that coffee. Slowly but surely. One area we haven't looked into. Twin Labyrinths. Anything here we haven't done? Endless corridor, but we don't have the key. We need a key for there. Chamber of Extinction. I think we've mostly done. Let's explore the Chamber of Extinction a little bit more, just to make sure. But I'll heal up first. I'm hungry. Relatable. Has anyone played any games similar to this? Because I actually haven't played too many myself, and am interested in seeing some new ones. I'm also hungry. Yes, Mangled Pixel. I think we all are. We're hungry for something. Really like to turn on lights here. There we go. Okay. That rude. Anything up here? Nothing new. I think it's a pretty unique. Fair. But I want more content like this. Actually, now that we have double jump, we could check out here a bit more. that. It almost looks like it's gonna crush you, but not quite. Sleep within the woman. It's not really my thing. Sorry. TOS. Yeah. You haven't seen... Oh, we actually cannot go farther here. Bahamut's wedge. Well, now we know there's a wedge here. Can't go farther up for some reason. You haven't seen the screen, if you're shouting TOS for that, the screen where the woman is. You're not shy about that. Let's refresh our light. Something else we can't read. That's... Ooh, key! Ooh, key! Okay. We have the key fairy. Coming over here specifically because I just mentioned we need a fairy to help us out. Rude. Spikes, do not miss. Okay. And there we are. Key fairy did her job. We get a treasure. This is technically a treasure you don't need to get. But why wouldn't you? The fairies unlock it. Thanks. It's nice when they have straightforward answers. Fairy clothes. That is bonus. You don't need it to beat the game. These duds have been infused with fairy power. Cuts the damage the professor receives in half. Why would you not get this? Why wouldn't you? Okay. Back to extinction. You're over here. You technically do not need it. But why wouldn't you, right? There's a rune there that hasn't activated for some reason. Maybe I need to activate something somewhere else. Can't do anything there. I don't think there's anything else down here. And because this area is weird, if we go up, we are somewhere we've been before. Great if I could show it off. We're here. We went from, on the map there, the area that has a little fairy icon, to where we are now, from taking that ladder up. It's a weird connection. And you'll notice there are two areas above this strip on the map that we've been to that we cannot get to and have not been to. There's more to the Chamber of Extinction than we've seen. Sneezing. Okay. I think that is all to this chamber that we can do for now. Because we cannot get to those other areas without going through a door from somewhere else, I think. So I guess we'll have to go somewhere else. I think we're done with the spring in the sky. We've even done the boss. Done with the temple. Mausoleum of Giants. Are we done that? Gate of Gardens. We could try and beat up that annoying flying enemy again with all the electricity. Let's heal. We'll do that again. We have to do it eventually. Are you still hungry? You're still hungry. Okay. Pigmy worm too. I don't personally need to show people that I'm good at games, which is why I have the fairy clothes. I also have the gauntlet. Don't need that, but it is kind of nice that there's a handful of items that you just don't need to get, but you could, but you don't need to. Ruin. I know you're joking. Yeah, don't worry about that. Only got one hit in there. And it got negated. I think actually what I want to do, not get hit by that. There, okay. I think I want to start from the top and then move on from there. Not do that. I hate this particular mini boss. You're being a bit rude. Oh, great. Oh, good. Good timing. Okay. And we're healed. So now we can go there. Which I guess technically is a secret room? I don't know. Oh, good. The goddess of the mountain. We have 20% translation now. The goddess of the mountain changes her form into the goddess that loves blood and war. To assuage her anger, thou must get down on the ground and pray. There's another secret to this room, but we don't have what we need to unlock it. Yeah, I have the right stuff equipped. Don't hit that. I think that is all for here. Maybe we should do more Twin Labyrinth exploration, because we haven't explored here, really. And it's available. Now we have double jump, too. Finally get up here. I've got some amazing wares for you. Bracelet comes in handy. Don't have the money. want to wear a fancy bracelet. I'll get the money somehow. Still cannot go through those doors. That's the main reason why I haven't gone down here, is because we can't get through the twin doors. But there are other areas we can go through. Did you miss Fraud Skeleton? You did, yeah. That worked out for us. Would teleporting to the same place fix it? Out of my way. Out of my way. That didn't work. Okay. I'll have to leave the area and come back. Cursed medical appointments. Yeah. Why would you ever want to go to one of those? I think technically you could get crushed by that trap. I never have, personally. 5 witches, plus 1 more, will gather, at which point Baphomet will be summoned. So we have Baphomet, lover, close friend of mine. Baphomet. It's red text name, so it's the boss. It's the boss. We could go down and around, but why not go over this way? Might be a reason for that. Rather not use my weights if I don't have to. Plus there's a tablet down there. Okay. Another trap. This area in particular, like we're around the bottom of the Twin Labyrinths right now. This area in particular has a ton of traps for some reason. Reveal the light to the grieving twins. Reveal the light to a world destroyed. The hero confers light upon the twins as they hold up the world. I mean, it's La-Mulana, so if the question is, can this crush you? The answer is generally yes. So there's a twin, considering they're serpent twins. And flares light. So we did something there. We showed light to the twin, one of them. There's another one closer to the Grail tablet in here. That says nothing. Okay. Fairy. Oh, come on. That's a healing one, I think. It's a healing one. The Demon Lord of Hell, Beelzebub. He who guards the 8 souls in front of the Mother. Another boss we'll have to deal with. Money. We might get that bracelet. Not right now, but sooner. Let's go activate the other twin. That's what you do with twins, right? You activate them. Fun fact, Baphomet was a deity that medieval Christians made up as part of their Inquisition of the Knights Templar. I did not know that it was specifically the Knights Templar that was doing stuff with that. I do know that it was kind of just an amalgamation of a lot of non-Christian ideas, like Pan. like the Greek entity. Deity? Mythical creature, Pan, with the goat legs and horns and pan flute. That's where the goat features of Baphomet come from. Oh, there we are. We activated both the twins, which obviously means that we did the whole puzzle and we beat the game, right? I'm not seeing much change though. Where? Trying to chat. If you could remind me where we get the endless key, for anyone who's actually played the game before. I don't want anyone to spoil themselves for this. If anyone could check where we get the endless key, there's some stuff I'd like to do, and I kind of need that to do it. I'll give you a minute while I do an optional thing right here. Skeletons. Is it this tablet that says, offer 3 lights to the heavens? There's seems to be one thing in this game that always is referred to as light, and it's flares. This is optional. Which is why I forgive it for being kind of obtuse, but not too obtuse. We have a crucifix now. Now we are devoutly Christian. Protects against ghost attacks, so those orbs that were flying around the room. People are talking about something with the Knights Templar. Okay. Yeah, just like a real crucifix, no smoke fire. Now you're immune to ghosts if you have a crucifix. Done. Okay. Finish that. Maybe we can find the endless keys somewhere in here. We haven't really visited here in a hot minute. Anything else for you to say? Come see me again when the time comes. Okay, time has not yet come. Rude. This is where we need the endless key. Okay. Welcome to the endless shop, dude. Sure. Buy a couple of those. The Indiana Jones Ghostbuster crossover we didn't know we need. I feel like those are both basically from the same cinematic era, right? They both kind of have that feel of 80s-ish, a bit pulpy. I don't think there's anything else here for us. We have the map. There is a fairy spot, the Grail tablet, a couple doors, but that's all below us. Are those grenades or is it hair roller? No, they're marshmallows on sticks. Obviously. Actually, now that I've finished my coffee, we've been on this stream for 2 hours. I'm going to have a quick break. go get some water and stuff, you know. Which reminds me, you should reheat your tea. It's been sitting there for a while. It won't be as good reheated, but you forgot about it before. Reheat that tea and maybe drink it up a bit quick. Anyway, on to a commercial. Howdy. I just briefly emptied myself, and now we're back. And I quickly looked up where to get the endless key for this place, and we just missed where to get it. So now, let's go get it. It's another mini boss. Here. Ready for a mini boss? Be a little man. Only the small shall proceed. I think we did this already. Okay, good. Money. Great. I hope you all found that tea you left by your bedside or by your computer or on the coffee table. I mean, it's a coffee table. Why are you leaving tea there? So here's this dude. Those who do not listen, do not make light of the words of others, to come so far blinded by pride at thine own powers. Thou art a true fool. A fool deserves naught but death. I do not like this particular mini boss because it's very annoying. Because it has essentially every sub weapon. And I closed the hole where those ghosts were falling down. But if I hadn't, they would be healing. They would be healing that dude. Wait a moment. That would have killed you. I have legitimately fallen for that before. Key of Eternity. Now we can go forward in the endless corridor. And why not? Hide a door there. Okay. Sure. And now we're just back up here. So that was that mini boss. That was me figuring out from past mistakes how to beat it, which is attack its shield until it blocks you, and then jump up and hit the face. Trying to do it with sub-weapons is very slow and very difficult. Because it'll block them, or the sub-weapons will do so little damage. It's just, sometimes it's just worth it to go in and just smash. Just whip the face. This demo is way too long. Attack its weak point. Yeah. How old is that reference? Attack its weak point for massive damage. Could someone look up how old that reference is? Because I remember being a child when that was a big reference to make. Like giant enemy crab reference as well. I bet there are people who can vote now who were like 2 when that reference happened. Time. So now we can actually get farther here. And if you thought the Gate of Illusion was bullshit, it was. This area is also kind of... Key of Eternity. A key that can unlock the seals in the Endless Corridor. Press the item button to insert the key. 10 years? How old is the PS3? 2006. November 06. So before that. So yeah. Like 13 years. Too long. Too long. So now we've unleashed the dragon. And Surge is here. Men are born from the mother and live their lives. They reproduce and reproduce, helping in the mother's ascension. Go forth along the path that man is destined to walk. So, this puzzle's kind of bullshit. You can already see 2 gates here. 3 gates here. We're supposed to pass by them in the right order. You need to know the numbers as well. So this one I think is 0 or 1. Actually, I think that one's 0. This one's 1. Right? There's another 0 there. You have to learn the numbers of La-Mulana, which is just like, really, dude. But where are we supposed to learn them? And I think we may have... I think this is kind of the key to knowing the numbers. This tablet found in the Giant's Mausoleum has all the numbers on it, as you can see, first, second, third, fourth, etc. And this is, La-Mulanese is just a cipher. So if you turn off, if you know what this says and then you turn off your translation software, it's supposed to show the symbols for each number, if you know where to look. And I think that's how you're supposed to figure out what the numbers are. Also, as Coyote-san says, each area has a number near its entrance or exit, and also Mulberg will give you one-off hints about the number meanings. Because another part of this that tablet we just read has, you have to figure out the right numbers here to activate, and it mentions 4 keywords there in blue. And each number has a different meaning to it, so those keywords are supposed to mean something. We'll figure it out. Notice how there's no eye on the screen? No eye of retribution. If we hit something we shouldn't, it would hurt us. Normally there is one for all of these, but not this time. So now we're Sora. We're still looking for Donald and Goofy, but now we're Sora because we have a key sword. A sword whose center is shaped like a key. It is difficult to use and does not deal much damage. Behold the key sword, the most worthless weapon in the game. One thing about it is that it has a good reach just going straight forward and is fairly fast. But the whip's still better for that, so... But you need the key sword for like 1 or 2 puzzles. Okay. I know there's a... We only need to pass by 4 different gates, as that tablet implies. I know that the symbol here is 2. Mainly I remember that because it looks like a 2. The one lowest down is 9. Then the one in the middle is 4 or 5, one of those 2.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Good job on the edit. You look great. You turned my footage into something useful.
Thank you. B just specifically talking about the LT for PAX Unplugged. Warms my heart to get compliments like that. You should check out PAX Unplugged LT, actually. It looked like it was a fun time. How do you do this? This one here is 8. I think I have to loop back around. How do you do this? Okay. Me is bored, 25 months. A nice square number. The stinger on it was Chef Kiss. Yes. I think 2 is fine. This is 4 or 5. That one is... We may have messed this up. We can try it again, though. Okay, whatever. Rude. We don't have to pass through all of them. I think the one there is 7? And that one. We may have messed this up. Okay. Want to pass 5. And we want to pass 8? We have to end up down there. One nice thing is the ones you can pass by again, I think. Anyway. Let's try. Didn't work. Okay. Let's try this again. The end of this corridor has a couple puzzles where I'm like, oh god. How do I figure this out? Okay, what do we do? Also, you can pass through activated doors as much as you like. Good. That is a small kindness. Looking through the footage of the PAX Unplugged LT, I noticed halfway through, wow, they're talking about food like half the time. Why? I guess that's what this is gonna be. A food blog. Okay. It might be useful to read that again. So, since we have 3 of the seals, we know number 1 is conception or origin. Number 2 is birth, so men are born, we need 2. Number 3 is life. So we need 2 and 3. We have reproduce and ascension. Just skipping some of the steps, I think that's 5 and 8 or 9. One of those. So, I think technically if you just do 0 through to 9, you'll solve the puzzle anyway, but you only have to pass through 2, 3, 5, and 9 or 8. One of those. Also, those 4 meanings and numbers correspond to the 4 seals you pick up through the game. Not quite. Because I think... I'm going to tell you now. The 4th seal is death. None of these are death. So 4 means death. Because this is from Japan. So let's see what we can do. That's 1. Over here. I think that one over there is 3. One nice thing here is that we can kind of just clear out some areas here with enemies, because they'll get in our way, without activating anything. That one there's 2. I know that one. So we for sure want number 2. Rude. That one is 8. I think that one up there is 4 or 5. One of those. And that one there is... Can someone confirm that this one here is 4 or 5, and the one at the top there is 4 or 5? Those are the 2 that I have flipped in my mind. If anyone can just do that so that I don't have to turn to the computer and type. Either way, I have to pass through. Either way, I have to pass by them. So, I'll just pass by that one. That one I don't think we want to pass through. So we can go down here. The one on the other screen on top was 7. Oh, this one here is 5. And the one I activated was 3. So this one here is 4, I guess. One, 2, 3. I could have checked for 3. Oh, wait, yeah. Duh, this one's 6. I don't know why, but the ones in the middle I have trouble with. That one's 6, which I don't think we actually need to activate. So we've activated 3 and 2. One over there's... So that one is 4, which we can activate. Either 4 or 5. That one is 1, which we don't need to activate, so we're not going to. That one. 3 lines diagonal. 5 is right there. That one was 4? So I can activate 5, go back for 6. Then I want to go around the other way to get 8 and 9. 8 is easy to remember because it's the eternity symbol, pretty much. It's percent. And we'll want... yeah. Hopefully we got it right this time. Pass through 9. All of them happened. Okay. Great. That's one annoying puzzle down. And it is a great way for the player to figure out what each of those symbols means. Here we are at a place that I wanted to get to for a specific reason, not for this area in the game. Run through with all thy might, or rely on thy wisdom to find a way. Thou choosest thine own path. Now place the weight. I'll place the weight in a minute. What's down here? Ooh. One saw the colorless map. One saw the colorful map. Together they shall see the truth. I think that is in relation to our two software, I guess. See you later, TX. Hope you enjoyed seeing what you did here. Huh. Good to know. To the one who toils for naught, thou art foolish, thou art foolish, thou art foolish, thou art foolish. Jiangxi enemy in the Persian-themed area. Yeah, the Jiangxi or Yangtze? The stiff-armed Chinese vampires. The endless corridor is kind of all over the place that way. I also have a giant see-through horse there, which I'm not going to mess with because it can drain your health. Okay. And we're over this way. But we didn't place the weight. So now that I've cleared everything, let's see what we can do to get back around. So here's the thing. You could do all that. But why would you? You only have 15 seconds. Why not just do that? Just saying. Okay. And I think because I've solved that, this chest is now open. That's the thing I was looking for. The twin statue. Now we can unlock the Twin Labyrinth and actually be able to go everywhere in it. There's actually an achievement for doing it the long way. It took me several tries to figure out the route. Yeah. I don't really care to do it that way, honestly. So we want to get to that weight. Looks like we have some trouble on our way, though. Endure the endless trials. Yeah, yeah. We are in the second last level here. Somehow we'll get through. Somehow the vampires are immune to saws. I think that's cheating personally, but just my opinion. So that was the easy section, I'd say. Down here isn't too bad. Especially once you empty out the enemies. Ooh, that's close. Where will we go? There. Mini horse. It's actually kind of dangerous. This is deceptive. If you fall off, you're teleported away. And we have to get back there. Hello, Trayan. Small horse hits like a truck. I usually don't get hit by the horse, honestly. I don't know how much damage it does. I usually just don't get hit. The large horse is the one I am worried about. Because it drains your health very quickly. It is the Anubis for people who are in here and are immune to Anubis. Ow. Wow, I jumped to that. Why did I jump from that? Oh, hello, Anubis. We're now immune to your wiles. If the bats weren't here, this would be simple, but the bats are here. Okay, okay. There we are. You mean dinner and a movie isn't enough anymore? I have the Book of the Dead, man. Like, I'm immune to you now. That... Ow. That actually got me. Okay. I think that unlocked the ability to unlock... ow. The dragon key part. Let's just teleport back over. Why not? There it is. The key hole wasn't there before, and now it's shown. It's always satisfying to do that. Okay. Wrong one. Giant eye there. This is a bit annoying. I'm kind of damaged right now. Time for the mini boss level? Yeah. Tiny horses, man. Oh, good, Lightning Bro. You like this game? Whatever happened to 2? 2's around. I just never played it. Although, I would personally be interested in returning to play it forward at some point to play the second one. money. Oh, now we have enough to get that bracelet. Oh. Where was the... I'm forgetting where the shop for the bracelet was. Anyway, that thing's gross. So now that we've cleared away some stuff here. It's a bit easier to get through now. There's a La-Mulana too? There is. Yep. I have to add it to your priorities? Yeah. It's on my list of games to visit at some point. The one-eyed and hundred-eyed shall appear. Return with the one-eyed, and the hundred-eyed shall lose its strength. Beyond that lies everything. So... it's not pleasant looking. When you look at it, it gets shy. Which is a good thing to use against it. How should I get over here? Okay. So far that lump there is immune to our wiles. But we're working to get the one big eye off our back. Problem is we're fairly weak right now. See, now its color's changed a bit, so got a couple good hits there. Notice how it's immune to our attacks if its eye is closed. So you have to open yourself up before others will open up for you. Really, this is a game about relationships. Ow. Or if not relationships, at least procreation. Sure, no smoke fire? Okay, yeah, sure. God. Here's the problem. We are really low in health right now. I have to leave this area, heal up, and come back. That sucks because I think that eye's gonna come back. But I'd rather not undo all of our hard work. My arms hurt from sending too many emails. I need to pace myself. It's also a game about wonky boss hitboxes. Yeah. Most of that comes from there just being areas that are immune to attacks, being close to where the hitbox is. So your attack will hit it and just kind of nullify the attack before it gets into the sweet spot. The hitbox itself, I don't think is that small. It's just that the non-hitbox guard gets in the way. Let's make our way down. A lot faster this time. And if we take damage on the way, we're close to a heal. So there is that for us. Rude horses, jeez. Yeah, it sucks, but it's better than having to do the endless corridor again. Especially the particular puzzles that we were doing. And hey, now I have a heal fairy. Just don't get sliced. Okay. Don't get sliced. Just be bold. You'll make it through. I think the heal fairy is going to disappear before we get down to the boss. Okay. Yeah, it's reset. I do have the right one on. Slow down. Okay. Working our way over. Yeah, heal fairy's gone. Okay. Oh well, at least we're at full strength when approaching this. Ow. Oh, there you are. Isn't this kind of a hellish scenario, though? Like a giant purple eye just chasing you down? And it only stops if you look at it. Okay. It's one hit. Two. Three. Four. We can't just hit its tentacles. We have to hit the eye. There we are. I guess it takes like 5 hits. And now we're healed. I'm fine with that. I guess the nice thing about that hitbox in particular is that there's nothing guarding it, it's just small. There are many hitboxes in the game which are really annoying because they're not particularly big, but also they're just guarded by so much. Rude. Doesn't do much damage though. That's the surprising thing here. And we did it. Where does this lead? Shrine of the Mother from a different direction. Only the chosen may proceed. Well, I'm chosen, right? Ow. Obviously, we're the chosen one, right? Endlessness and dimensions. Tiamat distorts the 2 laws with her strong powers. So Tiamat, another boss. The Shrine of the Holy Mother is full of human skeletons. Yes, Coyote said. The mother is full of death. place is kind of gruesome to look at. So I think that's the first death seal we see. Can't open that chest without all four. What about over here? Can't get there. Come there, back there later. There was a ladder we could go down though. And it leads us to here. Can't get anywhere there. Okay. What else is there here? There's a chest here, but it's not open. Bounce shot. That's the only way to open that chest, is using chakrams on it. Don't know why you'd know to do that, but here we are. Bounce.exe. Bounce Shot, Nagoro's 6th Flash game. Take out enemies with bouncing bolts in the shooting title. Sword that in the way. It's like weird skeletal demon things here. The Mother holds the power of life. This power shows itself when the soul is shattered. This is the secret treasure of life. That sounds like a goal. What's over here? The Grail tablet. Should probably read it. Behold the Shrine of the Mother. This is where the Mother sleeps. What do all those random programs actually do? Depending on which ones you have equipped, you can't equip all of them at once. You can get bonuses if you pair them up right. Good thing we got that, because we're reaching the end of the stream. Very down there. Just a healing fairy for now. Yeah, we're reaching the end of the stream, so I'm gonna save and show you guys what's up. What's coming up? What's the good stuff? So, let's go back to booth. And let's show you what we have in store. There's a particular thing coming up later in the week, but let's go through it. And I'll bring that down. Okay, hello everyone. There is 9 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday, April 16th, from 9 to 12 to 5? Oh, 5 BST, okay. And then we have Talking Simulator, also on Tuesday, from 2 to 5, with Detroit Become Human, a continuation of that. Let's Nope from 5 to 8, with Visage. Ben and Adam are going to be playing some spoopy games. Haven't heard of Visage before, personally. Play It Forward with me on Wednesday from 11 to 2. More of the same. We found the Shrine of the Mother. Maybe we'll kill God. We'll see. And then Now Kiss, Aunt Make Love, or Don't Make Love, along with other games like Triad and Birdland. This is Kathleen and Cam with those. That is from 3 to 6. And then we have AFK with more Dice Forge. Haven't seen that one in a hot minute. Revisiting a classic. And then we have Lure MTG from 2 to 5. Magic. Magic, magic, magic. And then we have Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry from 5 to 8 on April 18th. That'll be Ian and probably Alex doing his Topol, trying to erect a Topol. War of the Spark pre-release, however, is the next day. This is the big thing. Keep it in your calendars. It's from 11 to 2. This is 7 BST. This is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. Loading Ready Run presents War of the Spark as a pre-release. I think some people are excited about this, maybe. We'll have some good guests come in and it'll be a good time. And then after that we have Adam's Game House with golf on Saturday. One more as well, the monthly one more, now that it's pulled back to that, with James, also on Saturday around 5 p.m. And then Rhythm Cafe on Sunday. And then the week rolls over. But yeah, there is that pre-release that will be going on from Friday through the weekend. So keep an eye on that. I know a couple of you like Magic, so you might be into that. But anyway, that's the end of my stream today. See you on Wednesday. I don't think there's anything else coming up for the rest of today, but that just means you can go have a nap. Enjoy yourself.